All right, we are live. We got Mr. Henry Tillett. How you doing, Henry?
I'm good. I can't get on this live yet, though. Hold on.
You good, brother? You good? We're
Oh, we got a picture of you, Henry.
yep, we got them,
Okay.
Chad. We got them.
All right.
So,
Oh, there you
man,
Hey, is it? Am I good
hell yeah,
here?
you're good to go, brother.
Gotcha.
You we're ready to rock and roll,
go. I'm here.
man. We got 30
Yay.
people on already within the first couple of minutes.
They saw Henry Tillett's name. They knew it was going to be a happening, Bo.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Heck, heck yeah, Henry. How you doing tonight,
I'm good. How are you?
man? Doing wonderful. So, just want to introduce Henry. Everybody knows Henry, man. One of the most humble people that I've come across in the King Mackerel circuit, but this year alone, first place in the Cape Lookout Shootout South. Just a little bit ago, back in June, fourth place in the David Pennington tournament. Uh, last 2024, second place North Team of the Year. 2024 Shootout second place North. 2024 Share Tournament second place. Fifth place money earner in the Cape Lookout Shootout since 2019. And top 10 in the 2022 or since 2022 in the Cape Lookout Shootout Series. I'm sure I'm missing a ton. Also, all of Miss Wendy's Top Lady Angler Awards, as well as the boys awards. So, man, welcome. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here. I appreciate it.
And you guys you're off to a great start this year, man. You guys are rocking and rolling, and I know you're going to keep it going as the year goes on. Hopefully, we get some good weather days that we can actually fish.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, it started out good. All things considered, it's been tough fishing. And, like you say, if we can get some weather, maybe we can. I mean, even this coming weekend, it looks tough. Last weekend, obviously, we didn't get to fish, but Um, definitely looking forward to the rest of the year. Whole team is. We normally love the fall, whenever there's a whole lot better bite. So we have all that stuff coming up. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up. I know the leg one of the north side of the shootout is this weekend. So before we get into that, man, let's talk about Henry's Muffler Shop, man. You guys have been a big supporter of not only the shootout, but a number of events over the years. So yeah, talk to us about that. How'd you get started there, man?
Well, I originally started out in a family business and I ventured out on my own back in 1998. I was 23 years old. And, you say I support the tournaments, which we try to do, handful of tournaments to share, to got them on Shootout, Troopers, David Lucas's Bone Sucking Sauce, Atlantic Beach. We try to do a lot, obviously, to shoot out Swansboro. But we, the people that participate are a lot of our customer base too. They come right back to support us. So it only makes sense.
Oh,
And
for
then
sure.
a lot of times in the support, we try to sponsor a lady or a junior prize if we can. We've always had both on our boats, and there's a lot of other people out there to do too, and just do what we can as far as that goes. But yes, we've done it since as long as we could have, and we plan to continue.
That's awesome, man. How many locations do you have right now, Henry?
We have four right now. We have two in Raleigh where we started out. We still have one in Wilson, right there with our friends at Down East Off Road,
Okay.
off 301. And then our up and coming shop is Wilmington, where we have a lot of friends from the fishing community. And that shop's the newest shop. It's been there 5 years now, but that's where it's really coming along well. A lot of things have happened in the Wilmington area. Some other shops have you know, aged out or whatever, and it sort of opened the door at the right time for us to get into that market, and it's really done well for us.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys are definitely I know when the Wilmington Chop opened, I saw it and messaged you, and it's great location down there for sure. And I passed through the Raleigh ones a couple of times, as well. So you know, Henry's Muffler Shop is kind of misleading, right? It's not all you guys do. I mean, you got some pretty cool rod racks. Talk about some of the other stuff that you guys do.
We do the rod racks primarily for toolboxes. That's something we did. Nobody else was really doing. We leave the majority of the boat stuff to Josh over there at Freedom Marine. We don't want any part of that. We send all that to him, including my own stuff. And the rod racks, we sell the toolboxes, go with it. And people see a lot of the stuff that we do on social media as some of the loud vehicles or whatnot, but really that's just a small part of what we do. We do a ton of repair work, exhaust related repair work on all kinds of stuff. Just looks better on Facebook to have a 70 Chevelle or a young kid's truck than it does a stump grinder in there putting a muffler on it. So you oftentimes don't see the other stuff we do, but that really covers the majority of what we do. Is the repair work on all kinds of vehicles, anything exhaust related.
Awesome. Yeah. People don't realize how how expensive exhaust components can be. With myself being in the collision industry full time, we see it all the time, and it's certainly a lot easier to repair. Something that's been bent, it can get straightened back up as opposed to having to replace a whole pipe or whole system. As well. So, man, that's awesome. Mark Henderson just commented that David is amazing, second to none. I'm probably gonna have to get one for the
Now,
dock and keep my bluefish trap in.
we have
Bluefish
built
bin.
a ton of those dock mount davits. We dabbled with some of the rod holder ones, and our guinea pigs have bent them up pretty good. I'm blaming us, but I decided I'd stick just with the dock davits and the toolbox stuff. That way, it keep me out of trouble, and those have worked out really well. And we've sold quite a few of them.
Man, that's awesome.
And that came from our team, me and the others struggling really bad on tournament morning, trying to hold up a 550-gallon tank and scoop bait out of it. And the older we get, the better we were at doing stuff like that. So we had to come up with something different. And
Yeah.
that's where these ideas came in. Again, it's something nobody was doing. So we decided to throw our hat in and build some. And we felt like we could build something that looked nice and are functional. And that's what we did. And they've been a popular sale for us. And they work good for not only everybody that buys one, but also for our team whenever we're trying to get our bait too. So,
well, there's 88 people on the stream right now, and I'm sure all 88 can feel that comment about struggling to hold those pins up, especially at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning trying to get the baits out of there.
oh my God, yes, it's tough.
Chad, Carson let something out of the bag earlier, man. Trying to something about a pro staff.
Yeah. This not only did they also have great apparel at Henry's muffler. Matter of fact, my little buddy right here is supporting one of Henry's hats, and we just love. I mean, Henry, Wendy, we just love them to death, John. And he always picks with him about being the pro staffers. So yeah, we're not. It's a special thing. Can't everybody be a part of it? I mean, it's a special group right here now.
Well, he said that hat was lucky, and he's like, we won a tournament with this hat on. I've been a little more selective of who I've given them to after that. I don't want to put ourselves too behind.
Yeah, John, I've sent Henry pictures of deer hunting in Texas. I mean, them Henry's muffler hats have traveled, and we send pictures right on to Henry from fishing to deer hunting all over across the
All
state.
kinds of
I mean,
stuff.
yeah, and just,
Awesome.
I mean, when you have folks like this, and that really, part of the family aspect of it all, man, this stuff's so easy to do. I mean, it really is. The relationships are second to none.
Well,
I
if it's a
agree.
lucky hat, I may steal it off your head at the next tournament, Carson.
Yeah,
So
easy now. Yeah,
I mean,
tell
I
him.
kind of need it back at this point.
Yeah, no, you
I
don't.
don't think so.
No, you don't. Oh, that's so good. But speaking of pro staff, man, we got your little man, your little man now, big man, just had a big graduation there not too long ago, and now you've got a little one, a junior back on your boat again. So how's that feel with little Henry and everything?
Well, I'm proud of both my boys. Gage runs the shop in
Yep.
Wilmington. Little Henry just graduated from Carolina, off to med school next. There'll be a little gap in there, but that's the plan. And I'm very proud of both of them. And they're both very much into the junior angler thing when they were in that age group. And the most precious plaques we have upstairs on the wall are the ones that those kids won growing up, and of course the lady angler plaques. But but yeah, and then now to have Charlie, my granddaughter, her coming along. That's Gage's daughter. She's coming along. She fished her first tournament was the David Pennington in the Classic Series, where she was lucky enough to be the third place junior angler and got her a plaque. She likes plaques, likes going to award ceremonies, likes weigh-ins, and was anxious to do all those things before we ever had a king mackerel bite that day. So talking about putting a little pressure on us, but she fished the got 'em on as well, and we made the run from up here in Moorhead to Carolina Beach that day, having a little boat trouble along the way, and she got to see every bit of it, and even got to ride back to Moorhead in Chad's boat. So it was a cool day, cool experience. She loves it. Um, we all do as a family, and it was fun to have her and Samantha on there, and I'm sure they will be for the next classic when we have it here in a few weeks.
Yeah, matter of fact, that first classic, Henry, with I know that was her first tournament junior, and then we had another one that finished in the top three. That was his first, if I'm not, yeah, that was his first tournament. Was
I
that with
remember
Eris?
that at the
I think
Yep,
that was with Backlash. That was with
it
Eris.
was.
They had a
Yep,
young
that's
kid.
right. I remember
That was
that.
his, and that was his first. That was his first tournament as well with Charlie. And I mean, no matter how bad of a day, because we always joke about we have a crappy day, and I said we got to come back and smile at all you rascals, and shake
Yeah.
hands. And when them kids come up and you get to experience stuff like that, it takes every bit of it away. And that was really cool. And Wendy said too, my playlist was better, just so you know, on that boat ride home that day.
Better than mine. Yeah, she said, don't play sad country.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
When the
yeah.
Grateful Dead come on, she felt right at home. She said,
Yep, that's her up and down for sure.
"That's great. That's
That,
great, man."
that's awesome, man. And you, I don't know how recent it was, but you just switched some power. You switched from 425s to triple 350s on your boat. How, what made you switch, and what's your thoughts?
We started off with the boat. We bought it from Mickey down at Sportsman's Choice. He had a 35 in there that we went on a sea trial. Actually, it's the boat that Cameron Webb and Jeff have now. Um, is the one we sea trialed, and it had 425s on it. We liked that setup, and we used those. Excuse me. We put about 1,700 hours on those and switched we actually switched to 450s for a
Oh wow,
year, which we also loved. And then this go round, they're a little difficult to get rid of. They won't fit on everything. So you're limited on people that may would buy them used. And we made the switch to the 350, which is an awesome motor. And we carried it back to Sportsman's Choice. They got us fiberglassed over, set her up for trips. We love it. It seems a little more balanced. I have never had a triple engine boat, and it gets similar economy, a little more speed. Not that I'm one to run one hard, but they,
We'll keep that off social
I hadn't
media.
really run it wide open yet. Oh, I forgot Chad was with me whenever I got it, but got him on there. But yeah, it runs well, reliable. So we're going to stick with them, I'm sure, in the future. And then whenever it comes time to repower, I feel like there's a lot of boats out there that those 350s will work on, and I'm pretty sure we can get rid of them easy when we put the next set on.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have a problem, man. Those 350s have been a home run out of the box for Yamaha. So,
Well, if they're
um,
half as good as the 300s, then they're still better than everything else. So,
yep, yeah, that's what we just repowered with. It was a 300. And we love it, man. It's fantastic.
we had them on that boat that Chad currently has, and the other contender that we had before that, loved them, never had problems out of them. The 350 seem to be similar. We have a 350 on our contender bay boat, so everything's powered with the same thing now. So feel good about it moving
Makes
forward.
it easy for maintenance.
Yep.
So, well, let's get into a little bit of fishing, man. So, what you guys have been at this a long time, and you've been super successful in what you're doing for a lot of years. What do you do to prepare for an event?
We work really hard. They're not just my team. My team works hard, but we have a group of people that we network with that are very good friends first, and then we work together very closely before these tournaments. We go get our bait right. We spend a lot of time doing that. Do a lot of scooping dead bait out of pens that nobody knows about. Uh, Dealing with that, the aggravation of them not being caught easily. And then we pre-fish. We're not one to think that if you go and you catch one on Friday, you say, God, I wish I'd have caught that on tournament day. We're happy. We know where to be. We know there was some there, so we try to put in hard work. And again, that is not just me, but our team and the teams that we've worked with, and they know who they are, um, put in a great deal of effort, and all of that comes around to all of us being successful. And we could not do it by ourselves. I promise you that. It would be hard.
Yeah, no, definitely networking is definitely key, and that's
It is these
obviously your
days
your
for sure.
success uh, is a testament to that for sure. So, Chad, let you jump in here, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Henry. They always. I mean, I give him. He's as humbled as they come. So I mean, but they put the work in. When you go up north, and this when it gets to the fall, and yeah, there's fish everywhere, but there's only a certain kind of fish at a certain place. And when you put the time in to make it happen and do those things, that's how you become successful. And that's what Henry does. And hey, I mean, hats off to them. They spend a lot of time, and then they're rewarded for doing so. But they have their trials and tribulations as well. We've been near them, unfortunately, and if we were live on TV, it had to be we'd had to mute out some things. But you're so we're everybody we're passionate, and he's got that same passion, and it's just so exciting to be a part of that. And no, hats off to him, man. Most of the time when if you see Henry and some of them boys in certain places throughout the shootout, you say, well, there's something happening here. I mean, because they're not there for no reason, and to have that confidence in somebody like that. I mean, it's got to make you feel good. I know it can be aggravating as well. Somebody pull you up on the radar. Got Henry's boat pulled up on the radar out there.
We hadn't had to worry about that a whole lot, but
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I mean, they just put a lot of time in, and it pays off, and I love every bit of paying them off every time they're up there at the awards and everything. So
well, there's a lot of work that goes into every single tournament. Um, no different than the one that we're about to fish. I mean, we very much look forward to it. The weather this week is not favorable to go pre-fish, but uh, I, I don't know. You have to.
yeah, that's right. I guess it was John leave us.
Don't
Sorry,
there he
man.
is. There he
These
is.
kids are
There he
having
is.
another dance party.
Oh, dance party. Oh, got you. I got
uh,
you.
my
Yeah, I don't
dogs
know
are
about
just
this
waiting to
weekend,
bark.
Bubba.
So
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it this morning. Me and Mike were talking. Maybe Saturday looked okay, and then Sunday looked better, and then I looked at it a while ago, and now Friday and Saturday's honking. Looks like it, and then looks like Sunday still may be the day. So, man, it's just so hard. That is probably the most aggravating part as far as a tournament.
I
You know,
don't envy your position on that. Nobody's ever happy. And I was sitting on the beach uh, when we were scheduled to fish the other day, thinking about how glad I was that we were not
yeah,
out there. And
yeah, but you gotta, you've always been the type, and this goes for and there's a lot of people out there as well. But you've always been the type to just say, hey, man, you tell me to go, we're gonna go. I'm gonna you know, put my bibs on and go, or I'm gonna do whatever, whatever it takes. And that means a lot to when fishermen and teams respect that and know that there's a tough decision out there to be made, and we're all looking at the same weather forecast. We're just trying to make the best call we can to do so. So,
that's all you can do.
oh yeah,
And they, you know, it'll be tough this week, but I don't feel good about, going into it blind either and hoping for the best. That
yeah,
doesn't typically work out. So, we'll play with the cards we're dealt, I guess.
right.
See how
That's
it
Well,
goes.
let me ask you on that. You led me into my next question, Henry. So if you got with the wind we deal with here, man, there's a lot of times where you can't get out and pre-fish. You talked about doing that earlier. Like, how do you make a decision on where you're going to go if you don't have an opportunity to go out and pre-fish?
Well, I think not just us, but most teams that have fished for a long time. I mean, you have a default place in mind, I would think, going into it. I know I do, going into the shootout this weekend. If it blew all week where you can't go, I mean, we have a preferred place where you would typically catch king mackerel at the 1st of August or a king mackerel or whatever. But, it's not going to be red hot, I don't think, regardless of the weather. But we all have a place that we would like to go. In the north, it's a little bit different than the south. Um, in the north, it's a little bit more predictable. There'll be a lot of bucks on the east side come Saturday there or Sunday or whenever we fish. There a lot of these people are not going to pre-fish or do anything like that. And I don't blame them. The weather looks questionable at best, but typically, that area is going to be a producer this time of year. So we would know that and make a decision based off something like that. And that's just from not just me, but a lot of us being around for a long time. Chad knows that. Um, and that's what we would have to do in that situation. And a lot of times we just suck it up and go pre-fishing anyway. And
right. Well,
it's
you
not
had that
fun.
plan. You had that default plan in the South, the last tournament. I mean,
We did.
you had
We did.
a very trying week for the fishing team. A lot of things going wrong and going on, and no fish. And you just said, "Well, I think this happens," and that's what happened.
It did
And
happen.
I mean, so
And that was, you know, it wasn't my decision. That was that was a talk that was had. And we knew that we had caught fish in the past this time of year. Uh, we had tried to fish where they were previously caught the week before. And we fished, I fished one day, our team and our crew, our extended team, they all fished a couple days and we didn't catch any fish. And we're like, okay, well, I mean, if you call that going in blind, yeah, we went in blind, going to a spot that we didn't know if there were going to be fish there or not, but we had a pretty good idea that it would be the best bet for us. And another team, the guy and I were texting each other trying to decide the night before, and he said something that I stuck with. He said, "Fish where you're confident," and that stuck in my mind, and we did that, and it worked out that time. So we were very lucky.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You guys caught 2 solid fish for sure. Cleaned up, you know,
Yeah.
top
Yeah,
top
yeah.
lady.
That is a good momentum builder going into the fall for us, for sure. We're very happy that it worked out that way, and very fortunate.
Well, you got the fall coming up. You're coming back home, right? Fishing your home water, so you get that, that confidence of the big win down there, and then now you're in a place you're real comfortable with. So,
We look
just
forward to it.
I wish I could keep up with you. We'd be trying to follow you.
It won't
He's
be
too
hard this
slow.
weekend.
Babying them motors. He's babying them motors in break-in hours.
Yeah, I hadn't pushed them much over 4,000 RPMs yet, but we're thinking about it this weekend. So
But I gotta. I mean, you've been doing this a long time, man. I mean, you've had with Gage and Little Henry, and now with Charlie. Do you have a moment when you fish? Do you have a time that just stands out to you? It's like, wow, that was really cool. Like one of your fishing, went to the tournament or whatever.
yeah, man, we do. There's a couple of them. Nothing beats that first win. That was just me and Wendy and Little Henry on the boat that day, and me and Mr. Jody Gay had gone free fishing together the day before, and we found fish in an unusual place. And we went back the next day. He was fishing. Him and Scott were fishing together on Not Right at the time, and we went back and we won, and they came in second. That's about as good as pre-fishing will go. But just Wendy and Little Henry and myself were on the boat. We wish Gage could have been there. He was wrapped up in sports at the time in school, and it just wasn't going to happen. But for us three to do that, that was pretty special. There's a couple really. First shootout that we won in the north, that was special. I know Brian Wokash don't want to talk about that day, but him and Kevin Knox gave us a heck of a scare. But we caught our fish on the second bait over on a day about as rough as this Saturday would be. And for our team, that was a very special day that would be hard to beat. Um, there's been a few more, after having cancer and coming back and being lucky enough to catch the biggest fish we ever caught in our life and win Swansboro, won a lot of money that day. But it meant so much more than just to win a tournament. It's what we do, and to be able to get back to that point was a really big deal for me personally, and I felt like everybody on my team wanted that to happen, and that was a huge deal for us too. And that's a tournament we fish every year, and we've always done pretty good in, and just that was a big deal. So I can't really say there's
I know.
one particular one. There's several that come in mind. Meet Mayhem Day when Ethan's team and us both won on the same day. I mean, what a party! Ugh. We still getting over that one. I get a little shiver every time I ride by Jack's now, but just there's a lifetime of special things that happen out there in regards to tournament fishing, but those stick in my mind the most. Just and it really, I guess it really didn't necessarily have anything to do with the win as much as it was the experience on every single one of those that I just mentioned. It was more of an experience than just a tournament win. There was more to it than that. Uh, when just I don't know how to say it
I
anyway
get it.
other than that.
No, that's great. That's great. But that you mentioning Jody, was that the watermelon patch?
That was the watermelon patch. Everybody
That darn
asked
watermelon.
me. I had people asking me for years for the watermelon patch numbers, and they had them the whole time.
They sure did. We did.
The only
Yeah.
reason we called it the watermelon patch, those boys must have ate a couple of watermelons over there. Every time I turned, we were running across a watermelon rind floating in the water, and we started joking about it, and that was good.
Yeah.
That was as good as pre-fishing could go. And then, those guys were there to congratulate us. First ones to congratulate us when we got there, so.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. John, I'm sure the people that are watching know about the watermelon patch or have looked those numbers, but I'm gonna tell you what, it won't even on the east side. I'll give that much away. And man, I looked the old books. I mean, I was calling guys been has anybody heard of this watermelon patch? And I think 2 years later, I think I finally figured out what the watermelon patch was. And like you said, we had the numbers the entire time, but that was a happening there now. That was so
we
good.
we started to give out Far East tanker numbers or something like that for that place, but I didn't want to waste everybody's gas. But
Yeah.
we all had a good laugh about that for a while. We still talked about it as long as we could.
Yeah, well, that's something a lot of us will remember the watermelon patch because I'm telling you, we dove into every wet book, wet notes there was, and there weren't no watermelon patch numbers in them.
That was that was a lucky turn of events to have that happen on the west side during a tournament when the east side was eligible.
Yep.
There ain't many that have been fished in my time fishing that would be the case. So
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. We'd have to just got to figure out if it's inbounds of the Shootout Classic.
it definitely is inbound
It,
for the
All
shootout
right,
it's
classic.
inbounds.
check.
I believe we fished there in the Gaudamon, as a matter of fact.
That's a fact.
Right on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, what? So, man, obviously we know this area is you're fond of fishing here, man. You love fishing these waters. You know them better than most. But you guys have traveled some. Travel wise, man, where is your favorite destination? Not even king mackerel fishing. Just if you can load the boat up and go somewhere today, where would you go?
Man, we loved fishing in Biloxi in the good old days of the SKA's national championship down there. Everybody was at the same place. Everybody stayed at, back then it was called the Isle of Capri. It's called the Golden Nugget now, I believe. But we had a ball down there, um, catching, accidentally catching giant tunas and feeding the whole crowd. And uh, there's stories that are not suitable to be told on Facebook Live that you'll just have to understand that we had a great time. We never got in trouble, but we had a great time. But
Yeah,
that back then, we were a lot younger, and we were down there. We found the local restaurants, Filling Station and Sherrill Steakhouse, and places to go, and we look forward to it every single year. And that was back before there was a Cape Lookout shootout. And if you think about it, Chad, our season ended with the Atlantic Beach King Mackerel tournament right around Labor Day weekend back then, for the most part.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I never had the privilege of fishing the tournaments held out of Hatteras. But back then, this is before the Troopers and the Morrid City Open, and Swansboro was in May. There weren't a lot of October tournaments around here, so we were looking. There were in the southern part of the state. We fished Fall Brawl back then a lot, and the Rumble, Jungle, and U.S. Open a few times. But Biloxi was hard to beat. Fort Pierce is kind of tough. Don't make a wrong turn in Fort Pierce, you'll find yourself bad section of town real easy. But Biloxi was great, and the fishing there was unbelievable. And we had a good time and a little bit of success. We never got lucky enough to win, but we caught some good fish and showed up, had a good time.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I got to meet you and Wendy was down on the docks in Biloxi. I don't even remember what year that was, but that was a long time ago.
I think I was drinking beer that day.
Yeah, yeah, you too.
But yeah, we had a good time for sure down there. I loved it. Just, it. I don't think that you could ever get that many people to go. Travel is a lot more expensive now compared to then, and everything about it's different. But it definitely was a great time.
For sure, man. Those were talking about the heydays of king mackerel fishing. Chad's definitely brought a lot of it back here with the shootout events.
Oh yes.
But as far as getting people together from all across the country that you only get to see once or twice a year, that was it. And that was fishing that area was awesome. And everybody was at one or two marinas, and you got to hang out with each other.
Yes, for sure. And we took the kids down there, everything. I remember Gorin Flows would cook a jambalaya, and whenever you got those folks cooking something like that, you pay attention a little bit. And that,
Yes.
again, not just the fishing was great, but the food and the fun and hanging out and all that was great down there, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah, so Stuart Flynn's asking, do you use lizard fish for bait every time, or only when you win?
Almost exclusively lizard fish. I thought everyone did.
Trolling
I'm going
6 at a
lizard
time.
fishing in the morning, in fact.
If the wind's blowing, it might be the only thing you can catch.
Yeah, really.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. What else you got, Chad? Man, we got 115 people on this thing, brother.
Man, that's great.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. And Henry was, which we had. I tell you what, I've got Shell, and the Mark Henderson has the general, of course. What would Wendy be? What would Wendy? She's got a little general in her. She got a little bit of everything.
Wendy can be mean now. Don't think she can. She's sitting here. She has requested not to be on camera tonight, but
Well, that's
she's
okay.
sitting here.
Well, she
And
may be out of camera, but she ain't forgotten about. That's for sure.
no, and rest assured, she is in charge around here. And if she gets riled up, everybody's paying attention. But yes, she's definitely here and all about it. Been here the whole time since day one. So
Yeah.
Clint Richardson and I fished a lot of tournaments together. Me and him and her for a long time, and had a good time. And Chip and everybody coming along now, I feel like we got a great team. The young boys, they're coming along. They were able to hook the fish for us. Gage was the other day while we were fighting the first one, and we're just tickled, man. It's great. And I'm lucky to have Wendy and all the rest of them for sure. Chip,
sure,
Joey,
man.
Alec, all of them.
Hell yeah.
Cooper.
Well,
that's fantastic, man. Well, Henry, we appreciate it. You got any parting thoughts? Anything you want to add?
I do. I want to see some of these old school guys that these younger generation would be interested in hearing from come up here just like I did. I'm nervous up here. I'm not used to doing Facebook Live. We need to get, we need Brant, we need Brett Barnes, we need some of these old timers from Carteret County, make Jay Russell and Skip and Johnny Lewis get up there. I mean, you need to get everybody in there and let's hear some stories. I think there's a lot of people that'd be interested to hear.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would agree. And brother, if you were nervous, it did not show. So
No, you knocked it out of the park, man. How many was it before the show?
I'm still on my first one.
You the
You weren't
man,
nervous at all.
buddy. You the man.
What?
You done good, kiddo. Well,
If
I know
somebody made a comment,
Carson's sitting right over here beside me. He's been laughing and carrying on and just loving every minute of it, Henry.
Good. Well, I
somebody
enjoyed
made a
it.
comment
I
on
hope
your
y'all.
page. Or, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I hope y'all have me back again sometime.
No doubt,
We
man.
we will. But keep doing your thing, Henry, and man, just thank you so much for what you do for every. I mean, you're well respected. Your entire team is, and that says a lot in this sport. And you know, I know you don't wear it on your chest like a S on your chest, but you're very humble. But it's great to have people like you around, pal.
Well, I appreciate that. Good luck to everybody fishing this weekend. We'll see you at the Captain's meet.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll end it with that, guys. Henry, we appreciate it, man, and look forward to seeing you the next event. And guys, we appreciate everybody, all 115 of you that jumped on. So looking forward to doing this again, and hopefully 2 weeks, Chad.
Yes, sir. That's right.
We'll get it. We're going to try and get this thing going every 2 weeks, and get somebody on and get it going. Just
let me know if you need help recruiting. We'll make them do it.
Oh yeah, that's
like
right.
I like
Mr. Dieter would be a good one to have on here next, chat.
Yeah,
That'd be a
that's
good
right.
one.
I
I
love
love a
Mr.
storyteller.
Dieter.
That'll work.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All
We're
right.
going to end this, and y'all just hang on real quick for me.